Today on Monson Made This, I have a recipe for an easy, quick canape. And a canape is basically a small little appetizer, which is normally some sort of bread, or today we're making blinis with something on top. So my blinis today, which are basically small pancakes, are gonna be oat-based. So here in a NutriBullet cup, I have equal parts oats and almond milk. Today I'm gonna be making it with just a half cup of each. Obviously you could use a full cup if you wanted to make more. To these oats and almond milk mixture, I'm gonna be adding just a pinch of salt and then a splash of olive oil. You could omit the oil if you wanted, but it does help to brown the canapes. In a shot that actually I forgot to film, once you have all the ingredients in this blender cup, you want to pop it on the blender or your NutriBullet and just blend it until it is smooth and let it set for just a minute or two before you actually start to form the pancakes. The perfect portion size for these blinis is a half tablespoon, which is 1.5 teaspoons. And just go ahead and spoon this into your pan. I'm using a non-stick pan here. If you did want them to brown up a little bit more, you could add some oil to the pan, but I don't think it's necessary. These aren't gonna turn out the brownest, but they will be cooked thoroughly, and because it is non-stick, they will easily be flipped and removed from the pan. So just spoon on as many as you can fit into your pan, and then you're going to put them on the stove for about 2 minutes per side. With the oat mixture, you want to make sure that it is cooked through. You don't want them to be gummy in the center. So just keep flipping them and cooking them until they're cooked all the way through, and then you can remove them from the pan. With a half cup of oats and a half cup of almond milk, you should get about 16 blinis, and you want to put them on a drying rack so they don't get soggy on the bottom. Here I have some tofu cream cheese, which I will post the recipe for below. And I'm just going to be using probably about a half cup or so to go onto these blinis, and I'm reserving a little bit so that I have some unseasoned cream cheese that'll go on the top. You could easily use like a vegan mayo or any other type of cream base for these as well. So to this half cup of the tofu cream cheese, I'm adding some dried dill. I would have preferred fresh, but I couldn't find any at my grocery store. So I'm gonna be adding just about a half teaspoon or so to each of the blinis, and that's gonna be a nice base for the smoked carrot lox that I'm gonna be putting on top. This recipe is very versatile. You could put anything you want on these blinis. They're just a really perfect bite-sized appetizer. In this first bowl are my carrot lox. This was the inspiration for this dish. Even if you do not make these canapes, you have to go to the Olives for Dinner website and make these carrot lox. They taste exactly like smoked salmon. They're just incredible. So I'm going to be adding just, I don't know, a couple little pieces to each of the canapes. You want to make sure that you have a nice balance between the dill cream cheese and the smoked carrot lox here. So just, you know, a couple small pieces should do it. Then I'm going to add a dollop of the reserved tofu cream cheese on top of that, to which I will stick my caper. The capers I have here are quite large. If you had smaller ones, you could add more than one if you really wanted. But as a final garnish, I'm going to be adding some chopped chives, and this just adds a bit of bright green as well as a slight little onion flavor to the dish. And that's it. What you want to do next is just plate them up, serve them. You want to plan maybe 4 or 5 of these canapes per person. They are singular or maybe 2 bites each, so you want to make sure that you have enough for your guests or make a nice hearty platter just for yourself. I will have links to the full recipes posted below. Make these your own. You can add any topping to these blinis and you'll have a delicious canape appetizer. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to this channel if you have not already. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.